a lifelong Republican, is speaking out against ICE after his fiancée was arrested at an airport, saying the agency is destroying families. John Gannon, a former Trump supporter, says he's rethinking his vote after immigration officials detained his Venezuelan fiancée, Yasmin Suarez Reyes, despite her having entered the U.S. legally and having a pending asylum case. According to Gannon, Suarez Reyes was arrested by ICE agents at an airport in plainclothes without explanation and has been held in a physical jail cell for almost 2 weeks. Her immigration attorney, Ann Kennedy, says Suarez Reyes had done nothing wrong and was following the laws of the United States. This case is part of a larger trend of ICE arrests at airports across the country, with many detainees being picked up, despite having valid work permits and pending immigration cases. Gannon's story is a personal one, and he says he misses his fiancée dearly. He's speaking out against the Trump administration's policies, saying they're tearing families apart. This is a complex issue, and we will continue to follow it and bring you updates as more information becomes available. We want to hear from you, our listeners. Have you or someone you know been affected by ICE arrests or immigration policies? Share your story with us on social media using the hashtag #. Barbara's Bulletin. We'll be right back with more of today's top news on Barbara's Bulletin. Welcome back to Barbara's Bulletin. We're diving into the complex world of international diplomacy and conflict resolution. This plan, announced by the Trump administration, aims to establish a roadmap for progress in the region. To understand the intricacies of this issue, let's break it down. The framework suggests that Hamas, a militant group, would agree to disarm and store its weapons in Gaza under the supervision of the National Committee for the Administration of Gaza, NCAG. However, Israel has expressed concerns about this proposal, citing security risks and the potential for Hamas to rearm. Experts argue that this plan could be a step in the right direction, as it acknowledges the need for a compromise and encourages dialogue between the parties involved. Nevertheless, others point out that the details of the plan remain unclear, and its implementation is uncertain. It's essential to consider multiple perspectives on this issue. Some analysts believe that the proposal could help shift the dynamic in the region, allowing for more constructive conversations and potentially paving the way for future progress. Others, however, are skeptical about the feasibility of the plan, given the long history of conflict and mistrust between Israel and Hamas. As we continue to monitor developments in this story, it's crucial to remain informed and nuanced in our understanding of the complexities at play. The path to peace in the Middle East is notoriously challenging, and any progress, no matter how small, should be carefully considered and evaluated. Welcome back to Barbara's Bulletin. As we wrap up today's show, let's take a closer look at the latest developments in Australian immigration policy. The government has been considering changes to its migration program, with potential cuts to permanent migration numbers and tweaks to various visa categories. Reports suggest that the government may introduce tougher family visa rules, cap backpacker numbers, or restrict asylum seeker intake. However, these proposed changes have already sparked pushback from business groups and government members, who argue that such measures could exacerbate skills shortages and harm the economy. The Minerals Council of Australia has called on the government to suspend skilled migration changes and consult with industry stakeholders more closely. Other business leaders have also expressed concerns about the potential impact on their sectors, including construction and mining. Meanwhile, Labour MPs are urging caution and emphasizing the need for a balanced approach to migration policy. Some have warned against performative reductions in migration numbers, arguing that such measures could be driven by political expediency rather than substance. As the debate continues, it's essential to consider the complex issues at play and the potential consequences of any changes to Australia's immigration policy. With the rise of anti-immigration rhetoric from parties like One Nation, it's crucial for policymakers to prioritize fairness, compassion, and evidence-based decision-making. That's all for today's Barbara's Bulletin. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and until next time, stay engaged.